to fall, but watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you, darling,
Yeah.
You, James, and Sarah, you know that by your simultaneous consent was given publicly and formally in my presence, and the two persons now here accept each other as your lawful spouse, and confirmation of this factual signature, you contract a lawful marriage for the purpose of civil law.
Yeah.
You should further know that your marriage cannot be dissolved during your lifetime except by valid judgment of a court. If either of you, before the death of the other, contracts a marriage, while this one remains undissolved, you have been guilty of bigamy and guilt consequences provided by the law. James, please now, you repeat please after me and look each other face to face. I call upon all persons here present to witness, I, James, accept you, Sarah, as my lawful spouse, to love and to share with you as from this day, moments of joy and sorrow, wealth and poverty, happiness and unhappiness, throughout our life, until death do separate us. Thank you very much, James. I call upon all persons here present to witness, I, Sarah, accept you, James, as my lawful spouse, to love and to share with you as from this day, moments of joy and sorrow, wealth and poverty, happiness and unhappiness, throughout our life, until death do separate us. Thank you very much, Sarah. You are joined together by your free conjugal matrimony, and you owe each other love, friendship and respect throughout your life. This marriage constitutes of your life and links your destinies on good and rainy days, in happiness and unhappiness, in wealth and poverty, until death do separate you. On the basis of equality, you should face together all the problems and all the difficulties of life. Together, you should show the partners of marriage each and according to your capabilities. You have both the right and obligation to take care of the upbringing and education of your children, so that they may become useful and possess a free personalities. Please now, James, pleasuring please, and put up the Sarah left hand, please.
What do you do?
Perfect. Sarah, please.
Well enough in the heat.
Okay, perfect. As from this moment, I pronounce you husband and wife. You can kiss your wife, James. James, you can kiss your wife. Congratulations. All the best. This small present is for you from Town Hall for your wedding. Thank you.
Riding on through. Well, you missing. I feel sorry, sorry for you. Sisters and brothers, come on, start a love train, love train, come on, don't need no ticket, come on, start a love train,
I never came to the beach, I stood by the ocean. I never sat by the shore under the sun with my feet in the sand, but you brought me here, and I'm happy that you did, 'cause now I'm as free as birds catching the wind. I always thought I would sing, so I never swam. I never went boating, don't get how they are floating, and sometimes I get so scared of what I can't understand. But here I am, next to you. The sky is more blue in Malibu. Next to you in Malibu. Next to you. We watch the sun go down as we're walking. I'd spend the rest of my life just standing here talking. You explain the current as I just smile, hoping that you'll stay the same and nothing will change, and it'll be us just for a while. Do they even exist? That's when I make a wish, just swim away with the fish. 'Cause it's supposed to be this high all summer long. I never would have believed you if 3 years ago you told me I'd be here writing this song. But here I am, next to you. The sky is so blue in Malibu. Next to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hey! I'm sure you've probably guessed by now from Sarah's dad, I'm George. I'll try and keep this short. I've managed to get it down about an hour and a half now. So, on behalf of myself, Gloria, Sarah's mum, Mark and James's mum and dad, we'd like to welcome you here today. And thank you all for making an effort to come here. Apparently we couldn't get anywhere closer to Slough. And I know some of you have made a really long journey today. A couple have come down from the Crown Resort Hotel just up the road. Obviously didn't want to stay with us. And the special effort was made by Nicole. She travelled all the way down from room 1302 today.
That's the wrong number.
But I think you'll agree the venue has brought us all together. It's been really nice, and the effort put in has been fantastic by everyone. Anyway, Sarah, I just want to let you know that John and I have organised 500 tonnes of sand, some parasols and sunbeds, because when we come last year, you said you've got to make a beach. Oh, a speech! Oh, it's a beach! Job's off, John. No, seriously. I'd like to say how beautiful all the bridesmaids look today. Look beautiful, you've done Sarah really proud. But also Gloria and Dawn, how wonderful they look. And all the young ladies, of course. But Sarah. You blew me away. And me and your mother are very proud. Anyway, past that bit, that was the hard bit, I'm afraid. So, and James, you look lovely as well. Anyway, I've known Sarah years. And we've watched her grow up from the nightmare child. You still got the scars, Groom, haven't you? And then through her formative years, she grew into the mumbling teenager, looking into her phone. And every time you asked a question, it was, But she's really turned into the bright and caring young woman she is today. We're immensely proud of you. Anyway, just a little short story about Sarah, just to embarrass her, because it's the law.
That's my turn, not yours.
Oh, yours is coming, James, don't worry. So, years ago when the kids were young, Gloria used to buy the three kids an advent calendar every year. And as you probably know, there's chocolates inside. And so she'd let them have a chocolate every morning or whenever it was. And until one day Gloria was cleaning the bedroom and she noticed Sarah's next day had a little bit of looked a bit funny, the door. So Gloria prized the door open and found a half-eaten chocolate inside. And then she'd carefully put the thing back in there. So James, if you ever have any children, just watch your advent calendar, mate. She'll have them away. If I go empty, you know where they've gone. Anyway, on the other hand, James is really someone special. Because he's been coming around our house for about 8 years now, and whenever he stays for dinner, Gloria buys him his special pudding. Right? No one's allowed to touch him. Not a child. You do not go near James's puddings. Right? 8 years. I've done 43. I never get special pudding. Not a chance. Anyway, I don't want to sort of tread on Jamie's toes, but I'll tell you a little story about when I first met James. The first time. So Gloria said to me, Sarah's bringing James home. We knew they'd been dating. And to meet us, I said, oh, okay, fine. So I went out to work and I came back home. And I saw this car on the drive. I thought, well, he's here. So in I went. And went in the living room, James is there, he curtsied and said, I'm James. So then I walked up to the front window of the house that looks out on the drive, and I said, there's a bit of anticipation on Sarah's face, of course, because she knew I might say something, but I didn't. Well, so I looked out the window and I said to Gloria, "Blimey, somebody's got some liberty." I said, "Somebody's come to an old motor on our drive." She said, "That's my car." So since then I've given him a little bit of stick, mate. Anyway, but I must say that James's manners are impeccable, and he really did have the good grace to ask me if he could marry Sarah, and he really is a credit to Mark and Dawn for his manners. I must say that, and I've got no hesitation in welcoming him into our family as our first son-in-law, and I think that's enough for me today. But it just leaves me to say, if you wouldn't mind being upstanding, grabbing your glasses, and raising a toast to the bride and groom.
The bride and groom.
Sarah and James. There we go. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep that applause going for the man of the moment. It is your groom, it's James.
Thank you very much. Yeah, George, thank you for your kind words. Gloria, how much did you pay for doing that speech? Just before we start, I just want to make you aware that we are going to be doing a few toasts. So please just remember this is a marathon, not a race when you have your drinks. Sarah, Alex, no, it's not so far. So obviously there's going to be a few ups and downs for the toast, so yeah, pace yourselves. Nan, Tish, just no injuries, alright? Please, thank you very much. Right, so obviously I'd like to welcome you all and thank you all for being here today on behalf of Sarah and I, and to help us celebrate our special day. Your kindness, commitment, and most importantly your bank account details have ensured you are here today. And obviously you've made it here in very hot conditions, so if I could have you standing first of all, because I have the first toast to make, and that'll be to me and my groomsmen for wearing trousers in such hot weather. Thank you very much. So that's the bit where you talk about the marathon. Okay? Right, so obviously it's an honourable and great moment, and it makes me the happiest man alive to be able to say, yeah, my wife and I welcome you to our wedding. And we do thank you sincerely for being here with us today. Again, all of you have come with great efforts to be here today, including the stories we heard the other night. Jenny, thank you for your story the other night. It means a lot you being here. But seriously, next time tick no on that box, please. So, honestly though, literally on behalf of all of you, we seriously do thank the length you've gone for being here today. It means a great deal to us, so it wouldn't be the same without you. So, again, we'll do toast number 2. We can all be upstanding to all you amazing people for being here with us today. Thank you very much. That's what I said. No injuries though, please, right? So to all you amazing people, thank you very much for being here today. Right, so the next one will be Sarah's mum and dad. So Gloria and George, I'd like you to say to thank you for accepting me into your family from literally the get-go. My first story, however, will be the night that I first was taking Sarah on a date, and it actually got to a point where I arrived 20 minutes early. So as a thought, I thought I was a bit embarrassingly turned up early, so I actually drove around the block a couple of times just so I could get a little bit more on time to what I had said. So I arrived up outside the house, and I've already spoken to Sarah prior, and her dad was already mentioning he may come out and speak to me, so I thought I'll go in instead. So I walked in to find Liam was on the stairs, or Louise was by the stairs as well. Walked into their office area to find George in his underwear. And Gloria's there apologising, going, "I'm so sorry, but to be honest, it's been good. We've been so comfortable with each other ever since." And he didn't. The underwear was impeccable as well. So obviously we've always been very comfortable with each other ever since. But seriously though, also the dinners are very amazing as well, including the Sunday roast. But I've never had the chance to say it properly, but thank you so much for raising such a beautiful, intelligent, but most importantly, Sunday's stubborn daughter. And for letting me have a hand in marriage. It's, you're the best gift I could ask for, so thank you very much. So, again, well, another toast to Gloria and George. Thank you very much. So, you'll be pleased to know we're on the other side of the table. So now to my mum and dad. Thank you for all the love and support you've given me over the years, and for welcoming Sarah into the family. The support you advised and given me over the years has been incredible, and it will always be with me forever. You've always been there for me in recent times, and now obviously with Sarah and I. But in return, me personally, I hope I've made you a proud son. I do. I couldn't ask for a better set of parents, and want to thank you again for everything you've really done, and I really do love you both. So, I'll do another toast again. To my mum and dad, Dawn and Mark. Thank you. I think we've only got a couple more.
Oh God.
I told you, that's why I said no injuries. Do it at your own pace, it's okay. Okay, so I better move on to a few words about my beautiful wife. I have to get used to saying that. So Sarah, I've learned over the years together that whenever you're right and I'm wrong, I just must admit it straight away. However, I've also learned that whenever I'm right and she's wrong, just stay quiet. It's not worth it. Because one day she will accept the 20 quid for my uncle to knock me out, won't you? He's 8 years he's been offering you 20 to 40 quid each time and you still don't accept it. So one day you will. So just a little bit about Sarah and I, where we started. So our paths crossed through our respective best friends here, Jamie and Nicole. We added each other on Facebook. Well, Nicole added on behalf of Sarah. So we spoke on MSN a few times in the college and everything when we met up. I think the night I fell for it was ice skating. And obviously you guys will remember this quite fondly. Jamie and I actually went 3 times prior to that just to get some practice. Didn't want to make a fool of ourselves. So, and it was still rubbish. So, we're not the best, but we did give it a go, okay? And I was doing quite well. I managed to even dance around to a few little songs, we'd gone around a few times before. We had this song on there, a Little Wayne song that I like, and I was dancing to it, and we'd agreed we were going to get off and sit down and have a chat together. So we both agreed where we were going to get off, and I was like, that's fine, because we had the perfect time. And then just out of nowhere, we'd just literally gone past one door, and Sarah decided that, oh, no, we're going to get off at this one. Yanked me so hard that I actually fell flat on my arse. And much to the amusement of all the other little kids around everywhere that was watching me fall, trying to scramble my way up off the ice. Sarah's in absolute hysterics, and I'm wondering whether I should be there anymore. But obviously, we've obviously gone a long way since then, and obviously I'm just so happy to be with you and love the fact that we're here today. Even though I said I was not going to cry out on that pier, but as soon as Jamie told me to turn around, it was already starting already. But, it just literally gives me today, everyone would agree, yeah, you're absolutely stunning. And there's not a single person here who wouldn't agree, even in the pool, as they went off. So you literally give me the ultimate privilege of being my wife. And you're amazing, I love you to pieces. One last thing before I go, Sarah, you all want me to do this in the speech. Everything you see here today, everything that's happened today, is courtesy of her. I won't shy away from the fact I haven't been very good with this preparation towards this. It's been good that I've turned up. But every decoration layout you see today comes from this amazing lady, and I can't thank her enough. But I will make it up for the rest of our lives together. I'm sorry. We have another toast to Sarah, the amazing bride. I am nearly done. This page is smaller. So, going to the bridesmaids. Louise, Nicole, Bryony, again, they're all looking very good today. Couldn't thank you enough. And most of you agree that how amazing you guys look. Thank you for all the love and support you've given Sarah. Louise, I know you're a sister and it can be hard at times, but thank you very much. Also importantly, thank you very much for the last 24 hours. You don't realise how much I've enjoyed my last day of freedom. I mean, missing Sarah very, very much. But no, obviously keeping her calm and keeping her cool for the last 24 hours is a job I don't envy, so thank you very much to you guys. Personally as well, I do actually want to apologise for my input into your dresses. Sarah didn't give me much choice in what your hair and makeup would look like, unfortunately. But you know, I do appreciate all the hard work and the involvement you've given, you know, her, and the endless amounts of times I've had to be kicked out of the living room so dresses can be tried on and I can't walk in. So thank you very much. And again, yeah, I want to raise a toast to you guys for everything you've done. So, to the bridesmaids. So, last couple more bits. Now, so to my usher, Emery, yeah, that's that ginger one down there that not many people like to talk to. We're all scared of him as well, so it's fine, don't worry. But I just want to say a massive thank you for everything you've done today and throughout the times that we've building up to this wedding. You know, you've got everyone seated today perfectly, you've called everyone upon when needed. And to be fair, actually, mate, for us to do something like that, it's a bit unusual for you, so did very well done. I mean, you've literally, it's a massive thank you. Even for your part in the stag as well, which obviously turned out to be the calm before the storm, but it was very good, mate. So for everyone, he organised a small little event, a small little place for us to go just outside Bournemouth, and it was a perfect little evening before Jamie took over. And it was nice and calm, it was relaxed, and it made me feel like, oh, I might have a nice stag until Saturday morning came along. It wasn't nice after that. It was just a little bit messy. So even down to kicking my ass to get the suit sorted out, mate. You know, it's been that's the reaction. Even though one minute you did like it, and then when you did get an audience in Moss Brothers, you decided that the blue suit was what you preferred. So again, one more. So a toast to Alex Emery, the usher. Thank you very much, mate. So we go on finally. So this literally is my time. Some of you will be happy for this. My last one. So it's Jamie remain my best man. I haven't wrote anything for him because I do it all off the cuff. So this this guy has been my best mate from primary school. It's borderline near enough the love I have for Sarah for him. He's an absolute top guy, and even questioning each other the other day with the little deep questions from Groom. We said if it wasn't for our loved ones, who would we choose to run away with the Love Island? We both chose each other at the same time. So I mean, just everything this guy does, even just us chatting to each other every day, you know, see each other in work and just have that support for each other. It's obviously been great to have you as a mate for such a long time. And obviously I'm going to cherish this for life, and obviously I want us to stay friends for the rest of our lives. He's done his job now. But that'll be for me. So obviously before not too sure if I want you to do a speech, to be honest or not, mate, but he's prepared it, so I better pass him over, but I'll finish on that one. But one last toast, please, for Jamie Remay, my best man, the top guy. Thank you very much.
A little bit teary now. Obviously a difficult couple of speeches to follow, so I'll try and get through it the best I can. For those who obviously don't know me, James's best man, best friend, and arguably his better half, although Sarah might disagree, but I've known him longer, so.
As long as you're not his lover.
It's only a work, right? I've known James, obviously, as he said, for the majority of our lives. We went to primary school together. And I must say, I can't believe Sarah has actually decided to marry him. Mainly because marrying James essentially means marrying me as well. It's like a three-way relationship. So I can't say I didn't expect to be James's best man. I feel like it was a bit of a shoo-in. But it's a great honour, and I'm delighted to have been chosen to be a part of their special day. In all seriousness though, as I said, I've known James since infant school. You wouldn't find a guy that would do more for you than this man. If he cares about you, when he puts his mind to something, he will make sure it happens. For anyone that means anything to him. If you know James well, you know how determined he is, whether it be getting his degree, becoming a teacher, or getting the girl he desperately wanted to get. Sarah didn't really have much choice, to be honest. Anyway, as I'm sure you would all agree, Sarah looks incredible today. She makes an incredible bride, truly beautiful, and James is a very lucky guy. Sarah's been perfect for James. She's made him into the man that he is today. She's always there for him. She's a kind, caring girl, and she's more than able to put him in his place when he needs to, especially with the karate. So, I think we can all safely say that they've already begun building a fantastic life together, and they're only going to go from strength to strength from here. However, I would like to bring it back to my version of their first day. It's a little bit different to what James remembers, and Sarah doesn't actually know much about this. Anyway, so we're obviously quite young. James had not long passed his driving test, driving around in his little Saxo.
Need to say this in front of parents.
Got the subwoofer blaring his music in the background. Literally can't hear a word anyone is saying. And obviously, being James, he's got the latest songs playing that no one else has got. They come out months ago, but he's done it already. So anyway, we go along, we pick up Nicole and Sarah. So he's driving along, he's a bit nervous, you can see his face getting nice and red. He's desperately trying to focus on impressing Sarah. And we come up to what was the big roundabout off the Uxbridge Road. So we're going along, everything's fine, happy days. And James decides that he doesn't really care about the rules of the road anymore. There's a nice big red light blaring in our faces, and James just drives straight through. I'm clinging on for dear life, I'm absolutely not sure what's going on here. So obviously Sarah didn't know this originally, and we had kept it a secret until now. Well, can't have any secrets anymore, mate, so you do it now. So, yeah, he decides to go through this red light, so I'm trying to tell him, amidst all this ridiculous racket that he's nearly killed us all. And he's desperate for me not to tell Sarah before he leaves the anywhere. So anyway, we turn up and we go ice skating, which everyone enjoyed. Not so much me, I'm not very good at ice skating at all. So we get there and James is going around with Sarah, and you could tell from that moment that they would have a good future together. And 8 or so years later, here we are. Just like to say, obviously, what a lovely place to get married in. So obviously he decided to take us to a lovely hot country, so we can all sweat a bit, but wouldn't do it for anyone else, right? But beautiful weather, obviously, when it cools down a bit. Lovely setting, and thank you to all you people that turned up to make their day even more spectacular. So I'd just like to say a final toast to the husband and wife, to James and Sarah.
The new Mr. and Mrs. Ackerman.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're open mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight.
Well, I found a man stronger than anyone I know. He shares my dreams. I hope that someday we'll share our home. I found love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bring Group would like to invite you all to join them on the dance floor.
Hold my hand, be your girl, you'll be my man, and I see my future in your eyes. Well, baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. back tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have 3 cheers for the bride and groom? Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Now it is traditional on a bride's wedding day for the bride and the father of the bride to have a dance. So can everyone please clear the dance floor? And George and Sarah.
Και μπάτσερ πάλι είναι βραδύ.
Πότε, τι καταλάβει. Έλα ώρα. Περνός,
When you came in my life, you changed my world, my Sarah. Everything seems so right, my baby girl, my Sarah. You are all I want to know. You hold my heart, so don't let go. You are all I need to live my love to you. I'll give my Sarah. When you begin to smile, you change my style, my Sarah. When I look in your eyes, I see my prize, my Sarah. You are all I want to know. You hold my heart, so don't let go. You are all I need to live my love to you. I'll give. You are all I want to know. Oh, my Sarah. Don't let go. Oh, oh, my Sarah.
Ladies and gentlemen, a massive round of applause. Now I believe it is time to throw the bouquet, so we're going to have all eligible women. Even if you're not eligible, please take part. The count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The absolute joy that's written all over your face, mate.
This is Sarah's idea, by the way. Okay, so James's shoe if you think it's James, Sarah's shoe if you think it's Sarah, okay? We've got 15 questions. 15 questions.
We didn't know what they can do, so we'll try for this.
Oh, I'm in the way. Right, you ready? Okay, question number 1. Who said I love you first? Hey! Good start. Okay, question number 2.
That's the only one out of 15 we're getting right.
Who does the most housework?
Oh, that's James.
Okay, question number 3. Who is the tidiest? This isn't going very well.
I told you this would only be 1 out of 15.
Okay, number 4. Who looks best in the morning?
James, because I was saying.
You can't discuss answers.
I don't have to do anything.
Okay. Question number 5. Who takes longer to get ready? Hey. Who is the most irritating?
James.
Okay, question number 7. Who can sing the best?
When can I sing?
Okay. Question number 8. Who would deal with a spider in the house? Okay. Who is the best dancer? Right, number 10. Who is the best cook? Yeah, he's cheating. Number 11. Who has the best fashion sense?
I'm still waiting for Alex.
Okay, this is a hard one. Right, no discussing answers. Who is always right? Okay. 13. Who is the funniest? Okay. Number 14. Who spends the most money? Okay, and the last one. Who can hold a grudge the longest? Yeah, well done.
I would get locked up tonight. I looked in your eyes and they went through me like a knife. I came here with my crew, I lost him. Came with my cool, I dropped it. If I'm being honest, I can't think when you're looking like that. Can't breathe when you're moving like that. Tell me when you're gonna do me like that. Yeah, I'm so weak and I'm never like that. Like speed and I think I might crash. One trip down, I might never go back. But everything's gonna be alright. I think I just met my wife. Yeah, I said it. I know it's gonna be a good